Hello guys, and welcome to Physics and Video Games. My name is Bud Todd and my instructor is Thomas Oakson. So you might ask why physics are important in video games. Well, my example for this is going to be Newton's law of motion. An object at rest will stay at rest until an outside force acts upon it. Same goes for an object that's in motion. It will continue in a straight line until acted upon by an outside force. So, where does this come into play at during video games? Well, my first example is the throwing knife at Call of Duty. This knife here, when you throw it, it doesn't necessarily fly in a straight line. The reason is because it's being acted upon by the outside force of gravity, making it curve or drop, or a combination of both to hit the target in which you're trying to throw it at. My next example is sniping in Call of Duty. Well, all the bullets in Call of Duty tend to fly in a straight line and have no drop. The reason for this is because they didn't implement gravity onto the bullets. So it follows the initial rule of inertia that it's going to follow that line until it's acted upon by an outside force, which could either A, be the person that you're shooting at, or B, the building that you just happen to hit accidentally. So what about games outside of the first-person shooting realm? Well, how about football? As you can see here, in that quarterback's hand there's a football that is at rest. It's going to continue to stay at rest until either A, he throws the ball, or B, he gets smashed by that 240-pound linebacker that's behind him. Either way, the ball will go into motion at that point in time. The same would go for the baseball as well. As you can tell, this baseball here is in motion. It's going to continue in motion until either A, it hits the catcher's glove behind it, or B, Albert Pujols there smacks it out of the park. Either way, it will either continue in motion until one of those two happen, or it will stop whenever it hits the glove of the catcher, or due to the opposite but equal force, it will fly off the bat either into the outfield or another person's glove, whichever way it just so happens to work. This is why. So why is this law of motion important to the video game aspect? The reason why this is important is because without this law, an object would not know when to stop or when to go into motion because it wouldn't know that it's being acted on by an outside force. So, whenever you throw a ball to a batter, and the game doesn't realize that, hey, this batter just crushed this ball, then the game doesn't know to put the ball into motion the opposite direction, or if the catcher catches the ball, the game doesn't know to say, hey, ball, please stop there. So, this law is in every single video game, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a first-person shooter, racing game, Pac-Man, Pong, it's on all of them. Without this law of motion, we would have no video games. Thank you.